I'm Don Nelson. Here are your top headlines. 4 state legislators took part in a panel discussing diversity efforts at Boise State last night. That discussion panel stemmed in part from a diversity letter that was sent by 28 Idaho State Republicans to Boise State President Marlene Trump, criticizing the diversity efforts and funding on campus. Panel moderators asked both Republicans and Democrats a list of questions ranging from funding to hate speech to what defines inclusion and how to best increase graduation rates. Representative Barbara Earhart, who wrote the letter that was sent to President Trump in July, said her main reasons for writing it were in regards to funding of diversity programs, as well as diversity initiatives that she believes are silencing certain people on campus.
What's happening on the campus of Boise State is we have conservatives who are not able to speak up in class, who are ridiculed if they happen to wear a MAGA hat after the election of President Donald Trump.
If we just lift people up, we will have an economy that is vibrant, and sometimes we have to use something other than mainstream dominant culture's definition of who has the right to go to school and get an education and how they go about doing their business.
When we start talking about the budget behind student groups, we're talking about $140,000 a year, which is not a lot of money. But it's a place for people to come together, find an organization that they connect with and grow with and help them succeed.
Nobody would disagree that student groups shouldn't have some funding on campus. That $140,000 is probably a good thing. We should be funding some parts of these student groups. Like you said, some of it's through grant funding, but the overall program, the overall size of this bureaucracy is what is crazy, creating 20 new positions.
Representative Earhart says she believes the discussion topics will be among higher education topics discussed further in the next state legislative session.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Well, a little breezy out there, but still pretty comfortable. Temperatures right around 60 degrees through the Treasure Valley, 62 in Ontario, 58 Mountain Home, 59 in Boise, only in the 40s, and the higher elevations a little chillier, but still not so bad. Now, the cold air is further to the northeast, milder weather to the south and west, and we've got a northwest flow upper loft here that's bringing, you see the snow shower still across eastern Idaho. Those will continue to track to the south and to the east, but the real cold air is off to the east. The milder weather's to the west. We've got the jet stream overhead. That's bringing those breezy conditions, and we'll probably still be seeing gusty wind this evening and breezy conditions during the day again tomorrow. And temperatures tomorrow might come down a couple more degrees. Low temperature down to 32, high of 58. But that milder weather you saw to the west will sneak in for one day on Friday and warm it up to 64. But then another surge of colder air coming in from the north will drop the temperature to 51 for a high Saturday. The wind will pick up again, so we'll start to get blustery conditions developing later on Saturday and again on Sunday. Temperature only 48 for a high temperature, and look at that. You see those temperatures staying in the 40s at the beginning of next week. Low temperatures dropping into the 20s. You'll notice colder weather coming in next week. I'll have another update for you right here later this evening.